always me turning left when they wanna go right. Wanna live in the black is forever white. Can I bathe in color? I just wanna play. But the stuck in cycles covered in gray. Don't want me to be different, they just want me the same. But I don't work that way. Try to keep me inside, but your request is denied. Cause I don't work that way. Oh, they take it all and watch my spirit fade like a morning cloud that rain. And they wonder why I hide my soul, but I'm not the same. I don't work that way. Wanna dance in the sun, why's it gotta rain? Why does life always feel like I'm against the grain? Can I bathe in color at least for today? Cause I'm losing sleep when I'm not awake. Don't want me to be different, they just want me the same. But I don't work that way. Try to keep me inside, but your request is denied. Cause I don't work that way. Oh, they take it all and watch my spirit fade like a morning cloud that rain. And they wonder why I hide my soul, but I'm not the same. I don't work that way.
Well, hello out there. How we all doing? Happy Sunday, the rare daytime stream. What do you know? It's done. It is done. The push, the final push, has been completed. Christian, yo, Sarah, what's going on? You know what I got? Your cat. I got it. It lives. There you are. It was a mission and a half. We went all over the world. I tried to tame the ocelot. It was apparently in too small of a space. I despawned the ocelot again, trying to go and get blocks to make the space larger. So we traveled all over the world. Ultimately, this was where I believe we found the ocelot. Nice. All right. Good fortune. Good fortune. And we got a pooch. So we are all set. We finished the decor. We've got our cherry blossom trees adorning our mountain. Oh, baby. All the vines are in. The Earth Mother's domicile is complete. We have an interior for this build. Yes, we do. And a little place for an item. Perhaps a mysterious lore-based item. Oh, yes. We have done it. I can't believe it. I can hardly believe it. The venerated. They beckon. And the Earth Mother herself awaits. Oh, baby. Okay, so. I'll say it in Discord. I'm almost, like, confused at what to do now. I know what I need to do. We need to do Platline. It looks like I'm... Why is my FPS so bad? It's quite bad. It was not nearly this bad last night. What's happening? Okay, recovered. Recover. Recover. Am I doing something weird? Is something weird happening that isn't normally happening? It looks okay. All right. Maybe it was just loading my stuff. Loading my stuff. I don't know. Okay, it looks like it's stabilized. Let me drop this extra stuff. I forgot I had this stuff in my inventory. We need it gone. Oh man, look at that. Oh no. Oh right. I need to make a new axe. Temper's got my axe. My world-edit axe, my delightful axe. All right, I don't think we're going to actually... We'll see what kind of progress we make today, but I don't know if we'll actually get to the point of making Platline. I think I got to do a little studying. A little bit of studying, but one thing we can do, that we'll need to do, we must sort out our EBFs. I think that would be a wise thing to do. Oh, true. Aha! A new axe. I think we need to sort this out. Let's get this off of single block combustion generators and onto our permanent power. Maybe add a fourth EBF and sort out our vacuum freezer and then passive all of our ingies. We have, of course, a lot of dust. Aluminum has stabilized. Titanium stabilized. Steel, still not doing amazing. That's honestly probably going to be barely enough to do what we need to do. But everything else is looking pretty good. Pretty good. At least as a start. At least as a start. Yeah, HSSG quad EBF. We might do that. But I think we also need to add some alvearies. The steel production is lacking. And we do need to redo this whole area. This concept, I think, is an F. I like it aesthetically, but we're gonna run into some major space issues. I need so many alvearies, so I think we should add. I think we can fit some alvearies right on top of these. And for now, I'll do just that. I don't think we can fit them here. Maybe we can. If we can, we will. If we can't, we'll just put them in the front row, and we'll jam pack this thing. And we absolutely need more steel. Faster steel. Iron and carbon, or Can you do iron and carbon? Maybe we could do iron and carbon. We have passive carbon. Where are we getting passive carbon? Right here? Yeah. We have other locations and sources of passive carbon as well. Lots of it. Our hog facility is spitting it out by the boatload. We could do that. We aren't really using iron for anything at this point, to be totally frank. These look pretty bright. Not game-breakingly bright, but pretty bright, though. Pretty bright. How are my babies doing? Are you running? You are. Lovely. Okay, heavy fuel has not recovered. That's... Okay, this is not good. Anti-knock is full. Octane is full. Why are we not backlogging? Why aren't we backlogging anything? We should be filling these tanks and then stopping these from running? Why isn't that happening? Propane especially should be full, shouldn't it? Are these voiding overflow? They are. Can we not do that? Is there a reason we're doing that? It's probably because the output gets full if we don't. That is exactly why we do the voiding. We can fix that with an ender fluid conduit though, right? Or no, we can't. We can't fix that. This is a problem in design, as a matter of fact. We need a third oil cracker. If we want to fix that, we need a third oil cracker. I think we'd probably want to fix that. The problem is I'm using this machine for 2 steam crackings. And as far as I'm aware, it can only have 1 output hatch, which is filling because I am, like, this tank is full. And therefore the hatch is putting propane, steam cracked propane into the pipe, and it can't put it into the tank. So the output hatch is filling, and it can't put the new output into this tank. Okay, as far as I'm aware, these all just... And even the ME hatch will not solve this, because the cell will eventually fill up the same way the tanks are filling up. Yeah, so I think we need a third steam cracker. Do we have amps to support that? I sure hope we do. This could turn into a bit of a logistical nightmare if we don't. It does have an internal buffer, but it won't void in the pipe. That's what I would need it to do. Is like if the pipe gets full, void it. Or I guess I could put a fluid trash can in with the ender fluid pipe and put the tank on priority 1 and the trash can on priority 2. So it does void overflow just the extra contents that it makes that can't go into the... That's the same thing it's doing now, though, because then it would just run continuously. Okay, so how many amps do we have going up there? At most 6. This is night vision on? Is something wrong? Night vision off. I gotta see this. The issue is my heavy fuel will never back up, and I need my heavy fuel to back up, and ultimately I need the system to at some point stop running. Okay. Because otherwise the buffers will never get full. So what's happening is I'm never catching up on heavy fuel because it's all being steam cracked, and then what that's actually happening down here. The steam cracked heavy fuel is going in here and turning into ethane and propene, and that's continuously being cycled. So these tanks are never backfilling, causing this machine to stop. And I need that machine to stop so that this heavy fuel tank ultimately fills up and we resolve our backstuffing issue at last. It's so hard to see. I don't know why it's so weird to see down here right now. I can barely see, though. Okay, I think we have all the amps we could ever want over here. Why are we switching to a thinner wire, though? Okay, 1. Two, 3. 4. Yeah, I think we're good. Flat lamps. Okay, I'll check those out. Yeah, the pains of aesthetic design. We've made it a real problem for ourselves. Okay, but that's all we need, though. Why do I have these things in here? Very strange. I'll take them. So we need clean stainless steel machine casings. Take some of those, please. We need nichrome coils. We have some of those as well. How about that? Like so. We need an HV energy hatch. There one is. How about it? I'll need steam, which we'll borrow from this and just get some spaghetti mess going on back here. But that means we need A fluid hatch. Steam hatch, would that work? I don't think so. Hatch me. Maintenance hatch as well, of course. I don't have any available in my immediate inventory. Where's my project box? 62 hours until the mega apiary craft is finished. Oh my god. What a beast. There's my baby. Exactly one. There's an input hatch as well. We'll just borrow that. We need an output hatch. Only one, really. We don't have an output bus. That's the only thing we lack. I think everything else we should be good to go on. I need a little bit of that. I don't think these need mufflers. Pretty sure they don't. Okay, and then the only thing we need is the cracker. HV machine hall. God, it took me a second to find that. So many options. Okay. And there we have it. Do these have hatches? Input and output hatches? Or buses? Any middle ring casing, optional. It's optional, okay. It doesn't look like I did it on these. Unless I hit it. Oh, I did. Oh. And it does need a circuit. It will share it, I think. So that should work. And all I need to do is move this up. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, we need another... Oops. So that one for steam. This one for propane. What's up, Ethan? Yeah, I do have IV superconductor, yep. Surely do. Incomplete structure, eh? What's incomplete about it? Still incomplete structure, huh? I did, man. Those vines are so crazy. Really nice work. It looks great. Is it going to give me a bother because of the energy hatches? What's up, Volants? It doesn't like the double maintenance. That could be, couldn't it? Let's power you off. Maintenance hatch, any casing. Okay. Still doesn't like it. What's wrong with you, friend? Is it the energy hatch configuration? We could move that too. No big deal, really. To right here. It doesn't, but it doesn't say it needs one. Output bus. Okay, input and output on opposite sides. That's true. Input hatch for steam is on the back in the middle ring. That's also true. Early progress stream. Yeah, what's up, Salsa? Yeah, you can. Yeah, let's try that. Break place the controller. Wait. It's hollow. Yeah, it's supposed to be hollow on the inside. Incomplete structure. You know, likey. Is it the hatch? We actually don't need that one anymore. That was it. Okay. Okay, and that's going to want to take propane, right? Yes. Ooh, the other thing is going to be, do I have channels for this? I'm sure I do. Looks like I set this up very conveniently for myself to get channels over here. Okay, and that should be inputting propane. And that means all we need. Potent. It has steam. Lovely. And power. We need the power. One for you. And one for you. The blood droplets are from Thaumcraft. They're warp effects, so I get blood rain. Blood rain. Let's see the build. All right, let's see it. Night vision off for this. Get night vision all the way off. Here it is. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. Only for us to immediately pivot away. What am I doing? I'm trying to fix the backstuffing issue for Hog real quick before we fix our EBFs onto permanent power. And then level maintain all our Ingies. And also add a bunch of alvearies for steel. Yeah, we spent quite a while on the lighting to make sure that it would have all the right highlights and stuff at night. I think it was totally worth. Crazy. And we've got a new Halfdan. This time, a natural version instead of the kingly version from down in there. Yes, I'm very happy with how the Gaia, the entity, the manifestation of the Gaia spirit turned out. It looked kind of busted until I added these glowstone strips. And it took a while to find the right texture of glowstone that was complementary and stuff. But once that bright light source was in there and all the colors started to pop, oh, I love how it turned out. Really happy with the whole thing. Probably my proudest Minecraft achievement. Really insane. As it fades into the fog. Farewell. Thank you, thank you. Alright, hopefully we've got this sorted. Because boy, do we need some progress. We need it bad. We dumped 100 hours into that build. And consequently, we've done absolutely no progression-related items in that time. Time to fix that, I would say. So we need to yoink that. I don't think we actually need that pump. Do we? I don't think we do. We yoink that. We borrow that and put it here. We borrow that and put it here. You there? Okay, are we ready? Shut down due to incomplete structure. Steam cracked ethane. You love to see it. Has problems. We can fix that. Yes, yes. Okay, that's already full. Okay, okay, got it, got it. Partition. Partition. And we should be online and grooving. Let me not die. You're right. You're right. Uh, okay, don't die. Don't die. Sure is an input bus. I was convinced. Okay, but it actually accepted the... That's funny. It took the fluid and allowed me to partition the storage bus. Okay, that's actually what we need. Yes. Oh, baby. And we don't need to void overflow anymore. I think we've done it. We just got a little patching to do on the outside of the wall. It actually didn't take any additional channels. I'm not sure why I thought it would. Now, assuming we don't run into shutdown due to power loss problems, I think we're going to be grooving. Absolutely grooving. Not enough fluid output space. No recipe because we're out of ethane. Yes. Okay. Okay. Woo. Okay, our re-entry into technology has been a success. As long as we don't run into amp problems with the rest of our machines, which I don't think we will, but we can never rule it out. I am, after all, only a part-time savant, but a full-time idiot. Look at us go. Oh, we're back. All right, next on the list, let's grab some Alvears. Total power input is 194,000 EU per tick. Output 31,000. I'm actually kind of surprised it's that high. What's running? It's taking that much power. Enjoying all the 2.7 multis. I can't wait to do that. I almost wish I didn't need Flatline so bad so we could do that right away. But that'll be a next episode item. Man, I'm a little bit surprised at how high our power draw is. What's running all the time, other than fuel stuff? None of this stuff is. This is, but that's fine. This should be fine. Man, we're draining. Well, for me, relative, you know, relative. We're cooking with gas out here. We probably need more power production, gonna be honest. Good thing we just fixed, hopefully, our hog problems. One of them had maintenance. Let's go see. We need the drone center so bad, too. A massive drone center deployment. Maintenance. Oh. 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 Maybe that's why the power draw was so high. I was taking extra power for maintenance. So many multis now. The maintenance check has gotten ridiculous. We have to have the drone center immediately. The drone center. I feel like that's a good reward for one of the quests from the Gaia Spirit or from Halfdan, though. We gotta work it into the lure. No, you had a sweet eye. Excellently spotted. Okay, so. I just want to sanity check myself. We're not having any shut off due to power problems in here, because that would be a literal nightmare. Hello there.
Hello there.
Maintenance problem. Everything seems fine. No machines are off. This is good. Everything's good. Oh, baby. Okay. All right. I don't want to piddle with anything in here for a long time. That's basically how I feel about this right now. I want this to fill. Propane's filling. Lovely. What are we not voiding overflow on? Anything? Okay, we need to back stuff on something, don't we? Otherwise, this will never stop running. What would it be? Honestly, once these are full, it's probably Octane. Because that's going to go hyper fast. Alright, we'll let those fill, and then we'll come back and check this later. I'm just done with piddling, by God. By God. Okay. Let's move on. No more piddling. No more. I think I want to add an EBF and take all these off of these before we start absolutely burning power, churning through ingots. What do we think? Jose, what's going on? It's coming along great. It's coming along great. We finished by far the most detailed, highest effort build of my Minecraft career. And it is done and dusted, and it's looking great. It's looking great. So now we're trying to figure out what the next steps are. Trying to figure out what, and I think to get started, we're going to add some alvearies to get steel sorted out, because our steel production is still a little bit slow. We may consider an alternative method of getting steel in the future. But for now, we'll just scale what we got. I also loaded up. Let's see. Okay, that's great. I ignored steel for so long, or actually I ignored this spawner for so long, this blaze spawner, that when I finally came back to it, it had a full drawer of steel. Pretty insane. It's already back to 38 stacks. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Oh, thank you, Jose. Yeah, and just before I get fully settled in, I don't want to burn up all my time today. I don't have infinite time today. Got to stop the stream on a schedule today. But yeah, this was the most recent project. Oh, baby. I just want to stare at it. I just want to come in game and stare at it. I've started planning it a little bit. I took a look, or second look, at the passive, or the level maintain plat line. I don't quite understand everything that's happening with the filtering. But it seems like the machine demand is relatively small, which is cool. Very cool. All right, I'll take those. It's kind of weird. It's a very compressed version of the plat line. Let me see if I can... Yeah, here's the image. So it looks like this. So from what I understand, it's a lot fewer machines than it would otherwise need to be. I don't understand all of the logic that's happening exactly. But that might be okay. It's in the, Sarah, it's in the Discord general channel. Neovan posted it, the link to the thread. But yeah, there's some stacking. Like this is clearly stacked and this is stacked, but it looks fairly minimal on machines. And I'm not sure where the LCRs are, but they got to be somewhere, right? Mega LCRs and oil crackers. That's these things. Yeah, so we'll have to spread it out a little bit more. But passive seems like pretty pog, right? Or level maintained? I don't know. It might be a good idea to build the regular plat line once to do, just so it, like I understand it. All right, we've got some circuit boards. The only thing we lack is the electrical stimulators, but we can get more of those. The auto crafting way. So let's just quickly if we were just to add a quick 3 alvearies for steel, how would that make me feel? Delighted? Probably. Right? We don't have any power coming over here? Oh, we do. Okay. Unfortunate placement for that, though. Kind of. All right, let me have... We're out of range. Oh, I need a tiny bit more range. Let me have 10 of those. I just put those in. Don't tell me you're missing them. I guess I didn't put them in. Go, please. We did that. And then... One, two, three. Come on. All right, it feels good to have solved for high octane gasoline. I feel ready to expand our power use. We also have 4 extreme combustion generators standing by, ready to install, and room for them, of course, and room for plenty more. Just give me one more for now. Come on. I don't think for the moment we have any more serious bottlenecks of resources. I'm sure we will find out what they are soon enough, but I don't think for the moment we do. Doing A-okay. Come on. What's going on here? Give me one. Yes. And then we did that, and we grabbed some of these here. Perfect amount. You love to see it. And we need slabbies. Sorry, there's delivery here. My dog might go a little nuts. Okay, we're set. We need steel drones. And then we need a little small amount of logistics. We're only adding to what we already have, so it doesn't need to be very serious. A little bit of item conduit should do the trick for us just fine. Convert, my lovelies. Oh, I was like, what? I thought I lost a princess. I didn't. Everything's fine. Alright, I have no idea how much. Maybe I should check my blood. Actually, I have no idea how much blood I have. Let's not break that frame. 34,000? That's plenty. There are a few other little things that we are like nitpicky little items that we still need to automate, like lapatronic crystals. That's another thing we could be looking at doing as we prepare to do the Platline, because we will need, of course, many fluid interfaces and various other things. And we need those lapatronics to get those. And I've been putting that off until I could level maintain the EBFs, because we don't have unlimited access to vibrant alloy, which we, of course, need for the lapatronis. So that's something we could take on too. That's probably wise to do. Once we're level maintaining a few things, We've got recipes out the wazoo. Another thing I could do is an extreme entity crusher. I have unlimited ender pearls from the smeltery, but it's the smeltery. Do we really want to use the smeltery? I don't know if we do. You're a stubborn guy. Convert. You're cooperating. Yeah, we got cooperative guy. Why are you such a stubborn little boy? There you go. That's what I like to see. I like to see that from you. This is the type of bee breeding I like. Zero effort bee breeding. Simply converting. Magnificent. I wish there was a way to like insta pass stats and convert bees like there is a way to insta breed them with the double maddening frames or this alveary setup. That'd be super nice. They are already very strong though, so I could, you know, we can't get everything. Okay, I think, what kind of platinum do we have while we're waiting on this? A decent bit. I'm sure that's enough to get more HSSG coils. We don't need that many either. I think I might do 2 double EBFs instead of 1 quad. I don't know. It feels like that might not be necessary because really the only thing I need to put in there is nitrogen until I have argon. Alright, you are done. I missed my opportunity to see if that one was done. Whoops. Basically, if this goes to 36, then this guy's finished. There we go. And you? Darn it, I missed it. We were just a fraction late. I think it's done. Oh, I bet. The production rate. Don't you have to switch all your bee traits for that, though? Don't you need it to be shortest lifespan instead of longest? Alright, officially, you are done. For peace of mind, I'm going to retrieve my frames. Only that, okay. Frames secured. Drones achieved. Do we have item conduit? Only a very small amount. We could use a little bit more. Where is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. 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 What? Okay, give me 8. All right, while we wait for that, I'm helping my wife bring in the groceries real quick. Give me just a second. Okay. We're gaming. Groceries are in. None of these have the good traits, only the really important ones. Yeah, I think they'll feel like the really important ones is like making sure they can work all the time. And then if you just have enough bees, the speed is, you know, is it really that big of a deal? Bam. Gaming. I hope that's enough, because if not, we're going to take a detour and make some more pulsating iron. Another thing we need to put on level maintenance. Okay, and where were the steel drones? Actually. Where the heck are they? Is that them? Yeah. So... slightly infuriating part of Ender IO conduit sometimes is this right here. Convenient at times, extremely convenient at times, and then it's extremely annoying at times. Okay, so we just need just like that. These aren't getting power. Seems weird, mate. Oh, never mind. Seems perfectly reasonable. We're one... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, oh. Power? Yes. Now, you should happily produce delicious steel combs forever. Is that in fact what you will do? You all seem very content. This is what I like to see. It's a little bit of a mess, but we're going to be revisiting this soon. We just needed to fix the steel bottleneck as quickly as possible. And this should help, I do believe. I just want to make sure it's, well, it's not, sitting here and waiting for this would take a while because these have a very long life and they're going to produce a lot of steel before they die. But I would like to make sure it all cycles correctly. We don't run into any sort of weird losing a princess or not putting a queen back in or any sort of craziness like that. We shouldn't. The princesses may rotate between the alvearies, but who cares? It's fine. All right, I'm going to just trust that that's going to be fine. And onward we go. So, next, if we wanted to address these, relatively easy actually, because IV power is what we need over here. And unless I'm mistaken, Am I mistaken? I thought we had a fair amount of IV superconductor. Did I use it? I might have used a lot of it. Okay, a stack and a half. It could be better. It could also be a lot worse. You come with me. It's a better spot for you. Okay. Most sensible place to start. Probably making sure we have HSSG. Oops. Right? Do we have any HSSG? We have 64? We need 10 coils. Okay, so we need a bit more HSSG than we have, but not very much. So that's going to get us there. What we just put into smelt. Let's make a pattern for it. I'm sure we're going to make a bunch of these. And do we have heat-proof machine casings? We don't have them auto-crafted. Let's get those too. Circuit none. And what do we have in the way of NVAR? We can make NVAR dust. We can't make NVAR ingots. How do we make NVAR ingots? Is that a smelt or a blast furnace? Where are you? Where are you, NVAR ingot? Why don't I immediately see you? There you are. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Invar rods, extruder, Invar frame box, assembler 4. With all your brethren. Rodskis. Ingis. Oh boy. We're out of space in our assembler nuns. Yikes. That's nice. That's nice. Can we get maybe one more of those? Let's just grab one more. Assembler none. Beautiful. And you, also assembler none. Now we should have it. Give me a blast furnace. What'd you miss? I think... Let me see. Yeah, basically nothing. I'm just preparing. I got our HSSG going. We put some recipes in for the blast furnace. We got our heat-proof machine casings and our controller. And now we're just kind of getting ready. We also got our steel bees. We put those in. I forgot about that. So now we have a little bit of extra steel production going. Should be much faster. 4 times faster, to be precise. Bam. We're stealing. We're stealing hard. So I'm hopeful... let's actually... I should put a level... or like a ME terminal thing that monitors the levels of these. But I want to see this go up dramatically. It's so weird to me that titanium and some of the other like higher tier metals are so much faster than steel from the B. What is this? Where did this come from? Molten zinc output? What have I been doing here? What have I been doing indeed? Alright, we have enough HSSG now for 80. Give me 80. And it didn't even cost us any platinum to do this also, so this was totally worth. The other thing is, we probably need a better vacuum freezer setup if we're going to do this. Because if we're going to passive all of our ingots, we're going to end up with a lot of hot ingots. A lot of them. So we probably want to tier up the vacuum freezer. Well, it's at... Never mind. It's already at IV, it looks like. It is. So maybe we just need a second vacuum freezer? I want something super hype right now. I'm looking for something super hype. Do we even need like 4 vacuum freezers? Would that be more sensible? Set up the EBFs this way. 2, 2, and then 2, 2 vacuum freezers. Do we need 6 EBFs? Oh crap, I forgot about the TPV. We have some, that's good. Oh, we only need 1 ingot apiece, okay. Good, still neutral platinum cost. You'll love to see that. Bunch of mica. I still have not gone and gotten more mica at any point in the game. We have 30 stacks of mica insulator foil remaining from the initial mica vein that I mined. That's actually pretty crazy. It's very long lasting. And I got extremely fortunate too and found it basically right away. all things we need to put on auto crafting right here. Of course. All right, those will slowly work. We got our EBF. We should have some hatches and stuff. All right, I think the good news is we have plenty of ingots and stuff. Well, let me make sure that's actually true. Yeah, plenty of titanium for the moment, plenty of tungsten and stuff for the moment. Plenty of ingots that we can take these offline and really think about the best way to configure them. With no worry. How many? Yeah, just here in a few minutes. This is going to feel huge. This is going to feel huge. Almost as huge as getting flatline. Hey, what's up, Pingu? We're just doing some prep. We finally finished the build. It is done. It is done and dusted. So we're just doing some prep to get into flatline. And we ran completely out of resources and stuff. So now that we have acids online, we got a bunch of dust. So I figured it's probably time to put our EBFs into true working mode. Let's get level maintainers going. Level maintain our ingots. At least like titanium, steel, some of the weird incolloys and stuff like that we need for all the multi-blocks. That way it's just like a little bit less of a hassle as we go forward into some of these bigger projects. Because I've been logging in on random times to keep ingots moving along and stuff like that, and letting the server run. So, yeah, I've been talking about this for like 2 months, but we draw ever closer to actually moving the world to a full-time server. So once I do that, and I have a bunch of stuff that's always running, and you know I feel safe, maybe we have the Drone Center will be the last thing we do before we put it on 24/7. So I won't get, you know, messed up by any sort of maintenance issues that happen while I'm not playing. Then I think I'll feel ready. So we're almost there. But in order to do all those projects, I don't want to continue to have to log in and just process ingots. So I think it's smart. Oh, baby, turn on vac nukes. Are you doing the ones that give you 1 amp of LUV? Because I'm strongly considering adding a couple of those. I feel like that could be a good next quest from Halfdan. After Flatline. Could be good. Could be good. Alright, still working on the coils. Let's get muffler hatch. You know what else we could do? We actually definitely should do. We're gonna put actual IV energy hatches on these. It's gonna be great. We can afford them too. Please begin. Let me make sure my assemblers are on the correct circuits and free of debris that might interfere with these crafts. Nice. Okay. Alright, it looks like our helium problems are solved too, which is also nice. How's our cetane doing? Recovered? Yes. Oh, beautiful. Are we recovering on fuel? Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing that we're still relying on that. You made a vac nuke design that produces 1 amp of ZPM. 3 running quad uranium rods went the AE maintained route. Nice. How much power? Because I'm already feeling like we don't have enough power. And I'm going to add 4 more extreme combustion generators, but that might cap out our hog. So that would mean time to produce different power, which is crazy because we just built this. But we have been using hog for a long time, and we still have more efficiencies to get. More efficiencies. Probably the main one that we could hope to get right now would be getting rid of these. But I really don't want my AE to run off central power. I kind of want to go to Ross B and get as many Grandmaster Energy Absorbers as I can find. And make however many more I need and just permanently power AE off Grandmasters forever. At least until power is like trivial in the game. Which maybe never. I don't know. I feel very tempted by that. The last thing I want is an AE blackout. I'm fine if machines stop working. Or just like I log in and they're not running and they haven't been running for a day or whatever. 81,000 EU per tick. You can find a single once also. They're rare. Oh. Well, we can make them. At this point, it wouldn't take very much of an investment for us to get to the point where we could autocraft them. Just a few little things in Thaumcraft. And like a couple more alvearies with whatchamacallit, Apimancer's drains. Like maybe 8 alvearies and 8 drains. And then to get all the random Essentia stuff you need. And then I think we'd be good. We have access to autocraft basically everything else you need for those, even nether stars. So I think we could be. Carry through to UV with only 3. That's pretty pog. That's really good, actually. I'm not sure. Like, vacuum nukes are the kind of the only thing I really know. And not that I know them. I just know of them enough to, like, know that I could maybe pull it off. After that, I'm really not sure where you're even supposed to get power. I'm sure the quest book will explain it to some degree. Fusion? Alright, like one more minute on these ingots, and then we can tear these EBFs out, and we'll rethink this. We need I think we need a transformer, probably of the high amp variety. Let's make ourselves a little hole. Boop. So we'll come off main spine this way. We're a little far into this room. We could probably cut this off right here. Transform, and then whoop whoop, we're in business. This should be relatively straightforward to do. And then I'm not sure about how we want to handle the AE over here. Do I want the level maintainers over here? Probably, right? And a dedicated storage for the ingots over here? And so that way the level maintainers are on a subnet. It has access to our dusts through a subnet to subnet connection, or network to network connection, interface to interface. But at least the level maintainers are contained to this subnet. And then we store all the ingots in a couple of drives on this network and expose that to our main net. I think that's the way we'll do it. Does that sound reasonable? Did I explain that at all in a way that sounds like I'm sane? Are we there? Do we get there? Logically? Alright, we're done. Let's say farewell. Man, a relic of a literal bygone era. You have done well, my EBFs. You have done well. Okay, I don't know why was I expecting there to be a conveyor on this? Oh, there is. Ah. Give me. The era of conveyors is quickly adjourning. Wow. The feels, the feels. Oh, good. We get some free item conduit back, which is nice because I have no conductive iron or whatever it is. Oh, sweet cleanup. Okay, that's a lot of junk. Farewell, conveyors. Alright, we might actually use that. Quadruple input. I use that. I could see a reality where we use that. Oh, man. Okay, we don't need that. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh, man. All right, and it's time. You absolute gas guzzlers. You're gone. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with the or the vacuum freezer yet, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. It might stay put right there. Man, putting full blocks down again, this also feels a little bit weird. Man. The size of them, they seem enormous. Okay, there we go. Woof. Cleaned up. You go with your brethren. Man. So much that I forgot how, like, much brain power it takes to think about all this. Alright, I think what I want to do to maybe maximize the amount of room is fit them in like this. 2 at a time. And maybe eventually we could get 8 in here. And by the time we get 8, we'll probably need the mega vacuum freezer. So we'll think about a build for that, probably. We're going to start getting into the really big multi-blocks soon. I'm so excited for that. Imagine the builds. Imagine them. How are energy hatches doing? They're not doing. What's not doing about them? What sort of problem are we having? Something happening here? What's going on? Okay. You're stuck on polyvinyl chloride pulp. Why is that? And why are you looking for small piles of polyvinyl chloride pulp? That's for the tungsten wires, I'm assuming? Yeah, the one downside to using the full-size interface, you can't see the darn thing. Alright, nothing's in here. Device is online. Machine is on. Oops. That won't help. It's just not getting the item? Is that what's happening? Huh? It simply isn't putting the item into the machine? Why on earth would that be? Oh, it is. It's just not giving me the item out of the machine. Goofy way that works. It seems to randomly choose an output bus to use. Unless there's some logic to it that I can't understand, but who cares? It's working. It's me that was stupid, not the machine. All right, there's our additional coils. We should be in business. As soon as those energy hatches are ready, that is, of course. Okay, so if we wanted to... We really could 3-stack them, couldn't we? Or we could just quad them and have room for 2 quads. Quad fluid input hatch right here so they can all share it. And then just energy hatches where they don't have to share it. Is that what we do? That's probably what we do. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Energy hatches would go in these spots. A little bit too ominous for me right now. Hype me up, baby. Like so. Okay. Okay. We'll do maintenance hatches on the corners. I need one more maintenance hatch.
Got a little Swedish there. Yeah.
There we go. I might eventually... I don't know. This is so easy to just make these in bulk. I'm not sure if I'll ever automate them. Maybe I will. Maintenance hatch, maintenance hatch, maintenance hatch, and maintenance hatch. So, you there, and you there. We could use this spot for a shared output hatch. Because all 4 of them can't share them. Or output bus, I should say. And then input buses. Is there any reason we would want bigger input buses on these? I don't think so. Not on the ones for passive ingots.
It's delicious.
Wait. Wait. I think this is the only spot where we can put 2 energy hatches where they won't be shared. Does that matter? Is the way I want to handle the logistics to this to put the interface onto a chest that round robins items into the 4 EBFs? Or into, not even a chest, but like into a subnet controller or like an interface? Yeah, these are the only 2 spots I can put energy hatches where they won't be shared. So when I need to up tier these EBFs, they can't share energy hatches. And every other spot would be shared. So they have to share an input bus? Senior's on the Discord? Okay, cool. I feel like they do have to share an input bus, right? They're sharing this input hatch. They would 2 of them would share an input bus, and I can just round robin the items. Where else would I... And 2 quad hatches? So they all 4 share the same input bus? And it's just like whichever EBF grabs the item first will smelt it? The other thing I'm thinking about is like, if they all share an input bus, they'll all work on the same ingot at the same time, which will make it faster for each ingot to catch up. But it would be nice if they could simultaneously all work on different ingots, which would mean they need different input buses. Like, I don't want the whole system tied up on tungsten for 10 hours, and I still need steel. And none of the EBFs are going to smelt steel because they're all sharing an input bus, and the only thing being put in there is tungsten. Is that making sense? If I do 2 input buses, at least I could do like 2 sets of recipes. And I don't need them to have different, like, how many more fluids do I need other than just the 4 for the main passive set for ingots? We can always have other EBFs for like specific recipes. Am I making sense? I think I am. I feel like getting the whole system bogged down all at once on the same ingot is not good. Or it would be like bad for my efficiency. One energy hatch. How can I get away with that? To power them all at like a tier up, don't I need them all to have 2 energy hatches apiece? But each energy hatch can only take 2 amps of power, so how can it power 4? One per EBF, but you don't get up tiering, and then the idea would be set up a separate EBF that has 2 hatches for when you need the up tiered EBF. That's what we're saying. Okay, that would solve all my problems basically, because then I could use this spot for a dedicated input hatch for each EBF, and then balance the recipes out amongst the EBF so they're all busy at the same time with different stuff. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, that's a good idea. I want the balance. Like, that feels like that's an opportunity for optimization that I should take. Got into LV and taking a short break? Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. At all. I honestly almost played RimWorld today. Even though it's like, that'll be a brand new game for the channel and stream. I love that game. And I have been absolutely grinding on this build. So I kind of felt like I wanted to take a break, but then I felt like, you know what? No, I don't. But I think that's coming. I'll need a little break. We've been playing Elden Ring and some other stuff. Elden Ring's not really a break. It's a really intense game. And it's like designed to be hard and frustrating, which it is. And so I don't want to just be frustrated all the time on stream, you know? And RimWorld's just a goofy, funny game. Nothing about it is frustrating. It's just pure funny. Yes, the lathe. Yeah, it does. You need the extruder. Extruder. Okay, then that would mean these. Are these? And I think we have the, where's my builder's wand? There it is. I think we have the... Oh, we definitely do. We have 10 spare coil blocks, which were the 10 I just made. So I had exactly enough for a quad with the 3 that I had previously. What? I'm about to translate that. My Roman skills are no good. The rows for the bottom. Controller, energy. I'm having a hard time interpreting, but it's because I'm slow-witted. Slow-witted. Suited only for building, not tech. Bam. X is casing. Okay, I got it. Why 4 separate input buses? For me, the point of the quad is to save the resources. The 4 separate input buses are so I can have all the EBFs doing something different at the same time. If they share an input bus, they will, like for example, and I need tungsten, which takes a long time to smelt. But I also need steel, and I also need titanium. Everything will wait on the quad to finish getting me to the amount of tungsten I need, and before it will make me titanium or anything else. So I feel like I want to negate that and like keep 1 or 2 busy with tungsten all the time, and then have the others making the ingots that are faster. So I was wondering about stocking input buses too, because I don't want to use, for steel dust, for example, I don't want to use all my steel dust because I need some for dark steel and black steel and various other crap. Although and if I macerate it from, I could make ingots, but then if I macerate it from ingot, the stocking bus will just grab the dust, right? So is that means it's only good for certain ones? Or like even titanium dust, like TPV needs the dust form. So how would I manage that with the stocking input bus? It's just going to try to eat all my dust, right? Oh, right. I'm going to level maintain this, so it's going to be recipes. That's right. That's exactly what I'm planning on doing. So I'm arguing myself out of something that I don't even, a problem I don't even have. That's exactly right. Because that's exactly how we're going to handle it, is put a little mini subnet down here. Send the recipes to that subnet. And then they can stock from that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Very wise, as ever. Give me some of those, then. It's actually going to be a very convenient setup. I'm very pleased with how I'm doing this, that I'm going to be able to get to all the important things. Unlike my high-octane gasoline setup, which is I've made ridiculously hard for myself. I can get to all the stocking input buses from here, which is very convenient. And when I need to upgrade power, it's going to be very easy. And just boop, 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 boop. It's great. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. Okay, but that means we do need one more EBF, though. Because we are going to need, probably like almost immediately, the ability to up tier. So we just stick one right here. An extra. Let's get some more TPV. Or, this. We need 16 coil blocks. So we need 6 more. 8 apiece. We have exactly, precisely enough. Yeah, a little subnet magic. Little subnet magic. Let me grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Gaming. Give me those. We need 8 TPV. Or 6. Give me another blast furnace, please. Give me another blast furnace, please. Thank you. To the workshop. Nope, get in there. Oh, it's so good. It's godly. I don't know how I could play without it at this point. It's so unbelievably good. It is a little bit. The wireless is not cheap though, in terms of power. It's very expensive actually in terms of power. So I guess in some ways it's at least a little bit gated. Like I still don't have wireless ability all over my base. It's pretty close, but like it's like this is the circumference, something like this. So if I get into my greenhouses, I lose wireless range. And obviously like over here in our new area, I have no wireless at all. And if I wanted to power it out to here, God, that looks crazy on the map. If I wanted to power it out to here, it would be extremely costly in power. Like probably over an amp of IV just for the wireless. You don't have it yet, Christian? Oh my gosh. So you're at but it's like it's nice to have routine too. Like that's one of the reasons I haven't put in the travel anchors, and that unless I'm in a hurry or like we're trying to go back and forth a ton, I don't use the home command a lot to get around the base. I usually fly because we've built all this stuff. I kind of want to see it as I move around the base. And if I just zip around using travel anchors or the homes, I won't see it. Now, not to say I never use the home locations, because of course I have used them extensively. But it is nice to, like, I fly this route a lot to get this view. We see this view a lot. And it, you know, this is what the whole base was built specifically for this view. So we might as well fly and look at it often, you know? Da-na-na-na. But it is nice to it's still nice to have home locations, because if I'm like somewhere else and I want to come back to the base into a specific building, I can just go straight there. That's really nice. But once we're here, I like to fly. I mean, we move pretty fast. I have reduced my standard speed though to 75% because they made some changes to the Omni movement where I can't even really articulate what the changes even were, but it's very slightly different. And consequently, 100% is too fast, because at 100%, the lateral speed is so fast and the going in reverse speed. So I find 75% to be the right balance. I try to remember to turn it back to 100 when I'm flying, especially if I'm flying a long distance. But it's not that big of a difference when you're in the air. All right, crap. Blast furnace. Yeah, no, I'm not judging. Everyone, as with all things, that's the beauty of this game. Totally a matter of preference, and a matter of base design and like optimization of layout and efficiency and everything else. So many factors. I forgot what I'm... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. If I did a 4 amp Ivy Energy Hatch, and I put that at the center of a quad, you can't use it on EBFs. Okay, that would be cool. Did I click the right thing? Yeah, give me 2 of those. We can still afford it. That's so good. It's unbelievably good. I don't know when the last time I made advanced glue was, but it's been a very long time. How are we looking? Where even is it? Ooh, soldering alloy we're looking super busty on, and antimony is something that we do not have infinite renewable access to. What the? Where even is? What's this? Oh, there. Okay, we have 2 point. Okay. We may never need that again. Soldering alloy, eh? What's the way to get antimony in unlimited quantities? Okay, I don't have none. That's the stibnite. That's the way we're getting it now. Sluice juice. There's a few ways we could come across. We could come by that. I don't think there is a comb for it. That's what I'm. That's my major dilemma. There's no antimony B. You see, there's no comb here for antimony, and I'm not seeing a resource that we can get from a B. We cannot get tetrahedrite from a B, for example, or stibnite. Sluice juice we can get in somewhat of a roundabout way. It would be like doing the rutile line. Yeah, no. Oh, it's meteors. Oh, it's meteors. Oh. That's a little bit rough, but you know what we don't want to do under absolutely no circumstances is run out of soldering alloy and have circuits not work. So we're gonna, for the moment, yeah. I built the multi-block alloy smelter and I didn't put any recipes into it. Huh? Where am I getting electrum if it's not in an alloy smelter? Oh, I named it the Zenjin. Was that necessary? Did I need to do that to confuse myself? This is it, right? Yeah. Why'd I do that? I don't know why I did that. Silly me. Excuse me. Give me a lot of this. We have 110. Is that an actual fact? Okay. It is apparently an actual fact. Where is tin ingot? Okay, now? Okay, we can afford a lot of soldering alloys, so let's get a lot then. I don't want to have problems with that at all. Next blast furnace will go there. Maintenance hatch. We'll do energy. And this one we probably don't want to do yeah, we still will. A stocking input bus. And if we're going to do that, I don't know why we wouldn't do ME output buses. Questing, nice. You love to see that. So, stocking input bus. Output bus. Two energy hatches. One heat-proof machine casing and a muffler hatch. There we go. That ought to do it. Happy? Yes, very happy. Delighted even. Okay. Very happy, yes. Very happy, very happy. Okay, so next would be actually getting power to these. We need a little bit more vanadium gallium wire for that. Can we actually achieve said vanadium gallium wire? We have lots of vanadium gallium ingots. It looks like we're probably going to be able to do that just fine. Oh, I asked for... Oh, no. Oh, no. Cancel. I asked for 8x. I only need 4x. No. When do you unlock auto maintenance hatches? Yeah, it's pretty late. But we can get the drone center a lot sooner than that. In fact, very soon. Can I break these down, or are these permanently useless? I could unpackage them. That would actually be kind of nice. I guess we'll just save them. Vanad. Give me that instead. A drone center. Hold on. Okay, it's called the drone sentry. The drone center. This is a multi-block that will send out drones to perform maintenance on your maintenance hatches. Isn't that cool? And the range is, as you can see in the notes, the range is determined by drone tier, so we may need either a super awesome one of these or multiple of them. You put drones in the input bus. There is a chance that the drone will crash, but you just continuously feed it drones and it'll continuously do maintenance. How sick is that? Bam. Here's what it looks like. Little drone landing pad. And that looks like something that will need its own little unique build. How cool is that? Like a thing that would otherwise be a decorative item in a city. It will have a functional use. Amazing. They start to get laggy, but they're great. Yeah, I'm just mostly worried. Like, honestly, the only thing I really care about is hog. So if I built the tier 1 and put it literally in the hog building, that would be fine. If my auto crafting machines fail or need maintenance, whatever. We'll go and like perform maintenance on them ourselves if we have to. But the hog, I want no problems with that. Because I want to stretch that as long as possible. We just had episodes that were completely focused on power. Like big episodes. 2 separate ones. One for hog and one for the power facility itself. Just for like flow reasons, I don't want to immediately pivot into more dealing with power. I might have put myself in that position, and if I did, then there's nothing we can do about it. But I hope we can stretch that. I hope we can. All right, we now need a transformer. Four amps of IV is not going to be enough. 8 amps is probably enough for the moment. For these. I think we'll handle the other machines on a separate transformer in a different line. So yeah, we have one of these. We're missing, of course. I used all my nichrome coil blocks. Whoopsie. We have some nichrome. We have no functioning EBFs. We have no functioning EBFs. What have we done? We'll need to remedy that, of course. That's most unfortunate, actually. It's very unfortunate. I did not prepare enough. Oh, oh, oh! Yes! Yes! Vulcanus isn't far, but the amount of prep I need to do for that is not close. A way to get Cryothium, or Pyrothium, I should say, in bulk quantity, that is not on the near-term agenda. But I think eventually we will do it. The best way for that is probably bees. Excuse me. And we're not super far away from a humongous pivot back into bees because we're about to need a bunch of new resources, and I want them all through bees, no doubt. It's probably, as much as it pains me to say, we will have to tear out our lovely Thaumcraft setup. We're probably gonna need to get the Salus Mundus bee. And then ultimately the Nether Star bee and a bunch of others. All the new ores and ingots and stuff that we need. Oh, praise Jeebus. Alright, so I think what we will do here... Firstly is this. We make it nice. I saved that for as long as I could. That's my favorite plant in the game, by the way. The naturally generating oak ground cover tree, which you cannot get other than the way it spawns in on the ground. So I try to leave those for as long as humanly possible. All right, I think what I'll do then, we'll eventually make this nice and neat in here as well. I didn't know what level I would want the basement, but now it's relatively clear what we're going to want. Which is actually probably one level down from where we have. This here. And I think what I'm going to want to do is... transform off of this side for the EBFs and off of this side for everything else that's in here. Which is a lot of stuff. But I want EBFs to have like a dedicated stream of power. So that feels like the thing to do. Input, output, 16 amps of IV. That's a little bit excessive. I don't think we need quite that much. There we go. 8 amps. That's going to be plenty. At least for now. And when we need to upgrade it, it'll be very easy to do so. And so... oh, that's... okay, I was like, what is that? That's base EV wire. Not something I need. I don't think we need one PVC item pipe. We don't need grass or sand. We'll keep on to 1 stack of lave. You into your home, and I'll hold on to that. Okay, so where's my IV superconductor wire? Right here. This can take 12 amperes of IV power, and luckily we're only going to be running 8, so this is going to work lovely. It's still so dark in these spots. It's so weird. I have, like, night vision is on. You would think like all this would be lit well. It's really not. Okay, and the other. Like, I can't even tell if that's connected. It's so dark. Mixing pyrotheum is way better. What is that? Gunpowder and some other stuff? What is that? Pyroth. A mob drop from a blaze? I have yet to see that. Are these the same thing? I guess they are the same thing. They're ore addicted as the same thing. I have a blaze farm, and I don't think I've seen this ever. Are we sure about this game? Maybe I'm throwing it away. I should stop throwing it away if I am. Whoa, look at that chance when killed using Kikoku. I have Kikoku. Anyway, this does seem very achievable. Sulfur is not something I have completely passively yet, but we're going to end up with a lot of it from like processing silver and other stuff. And everything else we have in droves. So yeah, that might be easier. Hello? Can I... There we go. Okay, very simple and easy right here. I'm so happy with this. Every other setup we've done has been so convoluted. And this is so easy. Look at that. Easy peasy. Straight off the transformer, bam, bam, wham. And we have 2 amps to spare for 2 vacuum freezers running at IV. That's excellent. We'll probably need to up tier them, which will create a problem only insofar as we will need to then ask for more amps from this transformer. And then this will carry sufficient amps to up tier. This is great. I can't believe how well this has worked out. Stunningly well. Okay. So the vacuum freezer does still lack power. Let's remedy that. Another IV energy hatch. Should we go ahead and build preemptively a second vacuum freezer? I think we probably should. In fact, I know we should. So let's get 2 of these. We happen to have one, coincidentally. Or maybe not coincidentally, I don't know. You be the judge. Frostproof machine casing. Some weird blaze spawner for coal and blaze powder. Am I getting coal from that too? And you don't get... Can you get sulfur from blaze powder? I am getting coal from it. Not very much. Actually surprised I don't have more blaze powder too, but I got plenty of blaze rods though. A little bit of GP. This is just the best. Not paying it when I needed this, it felt so slow, and now that I'm never paying attention to it, I come back and it has so much steel in it. It's so good. Free steel. This, by the way, Sarah, is available extremely early. And Digi, for those of you that are early in the game. Diamond spikes, all you really need is the cursed earth. It's like a little bit of a chore to get. But that's crazy. This is crazy drops. Look at all look free diamonds. Look at all those diamonds. 18 stacks of sticky pistons. 17 stacks of droppers. I mean, come on. I turned mob spawning off once a little, not exactly like right on the money when it started being allowed, but it didn't take me long. It didn't take long. And you know what would be cool is if we left enough room for another quad. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vacuum freezers. Ooh, baby. Yep, game rule, do mob spawning false. It's allowed after EV. I do believe. Okay, lots of items. Controller front center. So we did, let me see. Bam. So that would be another quad EBF right there if we wanted one. Which I'm sure we will. Quaddy. Quaddy! And then if we did that. It's not perfect symmetry, but it's perfect enough. Like so. We do... Oh, wait. We can't do a stocking input bus on this. I think we need to do probably a storage bus. Or... I mean, if we did that, we'd have to do all the hot ingots as config. We could do a export bus. I really hate doing export buses, though. Export bus with Ordix card for hot ingot or ingot hot. You can Ordix card a storage bus. Okay, that's what we'll do. I didn't realize you could Ordix card a storage bus. But I do want to buffer. I want to buffer on this, though. I want to buffer all the stuff into a chest. And we have this useless chest over here that's barely being used for anything. We're gonna steal it. Give me that, and that, and that. I don't know why we're holding on to these lead and chrome princesses. That's... I'm gonna assume we need them, or might want them. I don't think we're having a problem with chrome. We don't have chrome? Where we get all the chrome combs that we have? Silver. What? We definitely don't have chrome. It's actually a little bit of a problem. Okay, where we... What? Where am I getting a chrome comb with no chrome B? Okay, I'm getting it, I see. And it seems to be in plenty of supply. Okay. Because I was about to say, like, that's a very important input item for phthalic acid. To think that I would run out of chrome would be a devastating thought, but it looks like we're in no danger of that, at least at the moment. Yeah, phthalic acid is fine. And everything that requires chrome to be, or the phthalic acid to be processed is caught up. So I reckon we're fine. You know what? Other than navigating this maze of a base we have properly. Did I actually steal that chest? I didn't. I need that. We're going to buffer into this compressed chest. Yes. And do we have storage buses? So many hotkeys. Where's the right one? That's the right one. We have fluid storage buses, but not reggies. We need those reggie bushes. Storage bus. Give me a few of them. What are you still working on? Oh. Why is this? I see. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's try that one more time. That looks a little better. What? Oh, okay. I was like, what have I done here? This is preempting additional subnet needs on this mixer. Okay. What? I just left this hanging like this? That's so strange. Yeah, I did. I did do that. There they are. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. These... All right, and when we need to up-tier this will be a straightforward thing to do. All right, it needs both input and output hatches and input and output buses. Maintenance hatch, no muffler. So this we want to, I think I want to share an input bus here, because why not? Simplify the logistics just a little hair. You know, we have more room in the back. I think we're going to do this in the back. Power on the side, input bus there. We can do output bus ME. Be nice to share this too, really. Which we will do. Bam. And then hatches, sort of irrelevant for this particular use case, but it does require them, so we'll provide them. Like so. Has problems. Let me solve them for you. Lovely. Okay, and that does that. So now, bam. Oops. No. Mistakes were made. Where are they? Glass cables. I didn't pick it. Did I not pick it up? I didn't. Oh, wait. That's doing absolutely nothing right now, so that's completely fine. Completely. Got ourselves out a nice little basement. We're really rocking and rolling. I don't think we need those. We don't need that. That can go away as well. Goodbye. Okay, and this is currently doing nothing, right? Let me just quadruple check and make sure I'm not crazy. Yes, doing nothing. Give me all of it. Okay, I'll leave the P2P for the moment, although it's very, very likely we can get a little more organized about this, which would be nice. There's a lot going on here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to take this out right now. It should maintain its settings, right? Yes. Auto crafting 1. Perfect. I'm still just amazed at how great this is working in terms of like how easy this is going to be to do maintenance on. Look at this straight lining. Would you believe that if I told you it was true? Look at, come on. Come on. What Ivy material is superconductor? I believe it is platinum. That's base UIV. Base IV Ingi. No, it's indium, that's right. It's indium. This was a lot of work to get in even remotely impressive quantities. And then I went and got a huge amount of gallium, or of galena, and accidentally voided it all. Like an idiot. It was very sad. Where are your brethren? I know you have more. I know you have friends. I knew it. Save that gunpowder. Okay, so what we wanted to do was, let's get a conveyor. I guess the age of conveyors is not quite over. Let's get a really good conveyor. An EV conveyor. Convey me.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang, bang.
Yes. Conveyor on import. No circuits required here. Bam. Storage boosters. It's a capacity card. There's the OR dictionary filter. That's what we need. We need that. Oh, requesting. Didn't even know it. You love to see it. Like so, right? Yes, they do take a channel, but they are so great. They make, it's like the logistics become so much easier when you're using them. And I actually don't know, I haven't looked into this yet. Do I actually need to put the cell in? Or will it just not buffer anything if it doesn't have a cell and still output to my network? Because that's kind of what I want. I don't need it to buffer anything in the output. I guess we'll find out. It's no big deal if it does. Okay. Yeah, we're going to give it A2. We're going to give it A2. I just didn't, like now that in the new update, these require you to have a cell for them to buffer. Previously, they would just buffer. Oh, so okay, so the item cache capacity with no cell is 1600, it says. But previously in 2.6, this would buffer infinitely. And we actually do have some placed down that will still buffer infinitely, because if you don't break them and they're already placed down when you update, they will still maintain their original functionality. Some of my setups do depend on that. They won't forever, but they do right now. All right, there's the output bus. And we did unique input buses for all of them, right? Where did I do those? Okay, they're accessible already. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. This one's a little less accessible. But we can get in there. Yeah, we can. Lovely. Okay, we have accessibility to all ME components. This will come up this way. So what we need to do now... Firstly, this has to go. I can't look at it. I just can't. We need to replace that crap with our actual subnet cable. And I think what we're going to want to do is dual interface into dual interface, which we might need to detour quickly and make our Lapitronics to make enough dual interfaces to achieve this. So we get full access to subnet access. And then I need level maintainers. I need a controller over here probably to give some channels out. So a little bit of power. I'm just thinking through logistics. Let's go ahead and order a controller. Give me one controller, please. We need a couple drives, some discs. Just one drive should be plenty for now. Start with 2 discs. We'll eventually need more, but we can, as we like ask our system to maintain more ingots, we can always increase the number of discs that are in that drive, and then add drives if we need to. That's why we're going to have a controller over here for scalability's sake. So we have that. That's going to provide us with storage for ingies and temporary storage for hot ingots if we need it, if we overflow our buffer. I hope we don't do that, but we might. And then we need level maintainers. I think I want to read the quest about these really quick, though, because the behavior changed. I think they need crafting CPUs now, right? Where are they? Level maintainer, where are you? Is there a quest for them? Am I crazy? What's going on here? There isn't a quest for it, okay. Is there some explanation? Did they not rework it yet, so it doesn't need crafting CPUs yet? I'm trying to find out if the level maintainer needs crafting CPUs. I'm fine to give it to them if it does. I just don't know if it needs them. It doesn't say it. I feel like they would have updated this note if they did make that change already. I thought it did too. So is the mechanic that I just need level maintainer, or I need crafting CPUs on this subnet that it can use, and it will occupy them as it makes recipes? That would make sense. That's a mechanic that would make sense. So I'll probably want five CPUs. They don't have to be large in capacity, but I need it to handle 5 different. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe we'll put that over here. A little AE maintenance area right here. I think we will do that. That's exactly what we'll do. Which means this. I need a P2P right here. And we could actually still keep this and just use another P2P. Or wait. This will all be subnet, so that's not true. Yeah. Maintainers need to be on the subnet. God, I can't wait to get a solution to flying where the shift is not such a problem. Pressing shift. Oh, man. It's like flying around all goofily like this. So P2P, we need... Is this too close? Might be one too close. P2P here, that's for mainnet to get an interface, which will then interface into the subnet, which is going to be all over here. Yeah, that's going to work. Wireless out of range? Huh? What did I change that would affect my wireless? What? Okay, there it is. I think it was just putting that P2P on and taking it off like that. Caused the network to spaz a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Sometimes, yeah, when you make a big, like, a logistic change to your network where it's sending channels and things, it takes a second to update. Especially because we have, like, 50 P2Ps and a bunch of subnetworks and stuff going on. And that's only going to grow. So when it gets a little confused for a second sometimes. That's all that was. Okay, this is going to be a tester right here for our infra. Oh baby, never mind. I'm going to delay making those Lapitrons for as long as I can. That's what's about to happen. Covered cable black. Like so. Dual interface into dual interface, and then that's where our subnet will begin. I think we will put the controller right there. We can go up with 32 channels, and then we can start branching 32 channels wherever we need to. And that'll give us enough to put a couple level maintainers if we need to, and crafting CPUs as well. Yeah, this is going to work out perfectly. Do I still have my huge supply of covered cable? Oh, look at that. Oh, I do. Okay, what color do we want to do for this subnet? It would sure make it easier if I just went with lime. I think we might do that. It was supposed to be for Thaumcraft. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll redye it. We did already use lime. Lime is what we're using for our magic building. For the subnet there. What other options do we have? Yellow and orange we're using in power. Blue and light blue for cone processing. So we have other options in here. We could go with green. Cyan would be kind of cool. Let's do cyan. Cyan, yeah. We're going to end up repeating. It's not like we're going to have unlimited options. We need far more buildings and subnets than we have options for colors. That's nice. I like that. Nip, nip. Give me. Yes. Delicious. Okay. So, bam. That's going to be the start. You know what? We probably need... Just to be in an abundance of caution. Get a smart cable in so we can see our levels if we need to. And then, so we'll get an indicator right there if we're of the number of channels we're using, just in case it's not immediately obvious. We can stack up CPUs, level maintainers, whatever we need right here. We give that, and we need power amongst all three of these items here as well. We'll sort that out in just a second. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Input hatch, we probably need, I don't know exactly what we need there. We'll have to figure out the logistics of fluids later. We have room for it, which is nice, but not exactly clear what we should do there. Where did I put... This isn't all the outputs. I need the output hatch. Where's that? Output bus. There we go. A little tight down here. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. Little quartz fiber action. So we have 6 channels there. 2 here. So more than we can, I mean, we can run all this on the same cable. We just can't connect it to this one unless we put a dense cable there, which we can't because it won't connect to this storage bus. All right, there's that. Like so. Wait, so actually this is 8 right here. So we can P2P from the controller, come out right here. Another P2P right there. That should work. Once we give it power, we'll configure the P2Ps and stuff. Now, we need quartz. And we have power. We don't need a P2P for the LV EBF or the LUV EBF because this is in total 8 channels, so it's all contained here. 6 for the quad, 4 input buses, and 2 output buses. And 2 for, actually, now that you mention it, I think you're right. I think we need to separate this. No, I think you're still right, though, because we're going to have to add something here to handle fluids, which will take 1 additional channel, at least. So you're right. We need to separate this. Like so. And if we ever need to handle fluids in this EBF, we'll be able to do that as well without having to worry about channels. So this is now future-proofed. Very, very wise of you. All right, and we have power. We have connectivity. We should have like access as well to items. Now all we need is level maintainers. Let's start with 2. We need... Oh, I only coded 16Ks? I think that's excessive. I can totally compact it under the EBF. Oh, I forgot one also. It does, but then won't the cable will, or you know what I could do instead of all this? Yeah. We'll just take the floor out. We won't see any of this anyway. And then the problem will be this. But we can cross that bridge when we get to it, I think. Or we could go ahead and put a dual interface there now. And a pump. On import, dual interface. Like so. There we go. That's pretty tight, right? Pretty nice and neat. Yeah, you're right. That looks good. That looks great. And it's all going to be hidden by the floor anyway, so who cares? Okay, so the only crafting CPU size or storage size I coded was 16K. I don't think that's necessary. These are very small intensity crafts. It's single item input crafts. And this will be where we put all the patterns. Wait, these are 2 storage buses. It's not what we want at all. Two dual interfaces. And this will be where we put all the patterns for the EBF. And we can extend this if we need to. That's the other nice thing. We can always come off here with more dual interfaces. Yeah, 4K, but I need multiple of them though because I have 5 EBFs. So I think I need 5 CPUs in total. Let's encode the 4K. What's that, assembler none? Wonder why I put that on dual. It does, if it's none, it can go in any of them, which we might want to take advantage of. Like assembler circuit 7? Do we really need a bunch of stuff on assembler circuit 7? I don't think we do. I think that should be fine. And we have the 4Ks. Okay, so that should be good. So we want 5 4Ks, 5 co-processing units, and we should have the 2 level maintainers. All right, it's getting very full in my inventory. Those we don't need. Those we don't need. I didn't realize I had 2 OR dictionary filters. Apparently I do. Good. Okay. We haven't connected power to the EBFs yet, so nothing we do right now will... Why not 4? Because we have 5 EBFs. 1 second. Need my instructions. All right. Should I only use 4, you think? What's up, you guys? Use a P2P interface. I haven't started getting into P2P interfaces or really any form of P2P other than P2P themselves so far. I should experiment with those. I need to get familiar with them anyway because eventually we'll need universal crafting. Or we won't need it, but we'll want it, I'm sure. There's the co-processors. Oh. Interesting. I'm assuming you mean 1 crafting storage and 4 co-processors. Is there a crafting CPU? Yeah, okay. That probably would work. Yeah, because we don't need much storage, do we? So we don't need 5. So we could do this like... Okay, that can plug right in. Cool. Wait, like so? Okay. We're basically there. Now we need to plug in power. Let's not mess around. No chances will be taken. What's up, Cool Ultra? I didn't even notice you're a new one. Sorry about that. How you doing? All right, show me those golden words. Backup successful. Show them. Backup done. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. No explosions. I think we're good. Align it to be perpendicular to the wall. We could do that. Yeah. Do that. Come here, you. We can box this in or something. Make it look like a little multi-block. Three tall outward. Like so. Like a soul. Okay, the other thing we need here. No, no worries. That's what we're about here. We're about nitpicking. We spent like 3.5 hours nitpicking last night. Nitpicking that build. That crazy build. Okay, so 2 drives here. You're not just going to fill up arbitrarily, are you? No, great. And now we need recipes. So we need... Let's just try with steel first. We'll tinker, we'll tinker. Let's see if it works first. Let's see if it works. No doubt we're going to need mini capacity card upgrades on this. And let's go ahead and... I'm not 100% confident in the logic that I'm doing here. Like, how it will also work for... I'm assuming it will. I think it will. For the other EBF that we have. Okay, that's what I thought from the beginning. We do need one per. We have one CPU, one co-processing unit per, but only one storage. So this should be 6 CPUs in total, but only 4K's worth of crafting storage, right? So we could do 6 crafts at a time? Or do we need to actually separate them and have 6 distinct ones? Or 5? Okay, so we should be good with this. You're going crazy? What's going on, gamer? Are we good with this? Or are we not good with this? I'm interpreting this as we're not good with this. Okay, let's do it. Got you, got you, got you. And that's exactly what we're trying to avoid. Well, shouldn't I have one more of those? Oh, I do. What? You started manufacturing, your building is going to pop off? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so if... Do I need the... But I need the recipe on the network that the level maintainers are on, right? So this actually won't work. Not the way I have it set up. I need an interface somewhere in here on the blue network. And I'm not going to be requesting these items, so I don't need the mainnet to see them. Right now I'm trying to work out in my head, where do I put the recipe? I think it's not on the mainnet interface. It's got to be on an interface that's on the same network as my level maintainers. And then how do I handle it to get distributed? I am a dingus, indeed. Indubitably. Okay, so where do I put the recipe in such a way that the dust will get distributed using the stocking input buses? Yeah, but I don't want it to stock all the steel from my main network. I only want it to I want the subnet to receive items when I request a craft, and for the stocking input bus to only stock the items from the craft I requested. And that should be what happens. But the problem is the level maintainers aren't on the right network, and I kind of wanted them on the subnetwork. But they need to be on the mainnet, or they aren't going to do it. They won't do anything. Because they won't be aware of the recipe. Okay, so the level maintainers I need to put on the mainnet then. That's pretty much... I could still do that here, but I'd rather do it in the AE control room. This is making more sense that they would need to be on the main net. And now I can put the recipe where I thought I needed to. And the storage bus, the stocking buses will work like I'm anticipating they should work. Yes. And when I ask for something, let's say I ask for 1,000 steel ingots, this will dump 1,000 steel dust into this subnet, and the stocking input buses, the one that is configured for steel dust, will see it and stock all of it, and until it's all smelted. And then when it outputs ingots, it should output them into the subnet as well. So what I want to do before I start this is take all my steel out. Output to mainnet so the craft completes. Ah, dang. Okay, so I wanted to store it here, but that's not going to be useful or necessary. And in fact, game breaking. Okay, now we'll know if it works. So, output to mainnet. Do I really want to do that? That creates a lot of complexity. It's not that big of a deal. We'll just do this right here. I was kind of hoping we could make it work on the subnet. Everything on being on a subnet, but it's okay. No big deal. So we'll just P2P right from here. Bam. Wham bam. We could even just go right here. That's mainnet. What do you say? Perfectly straight line? How about it? Mainnet connected output. Bam. Output hot ingots, you need 2 patterns on the interface. Yes. The main premise of the manufactured world is there was a researcher living in a city close by who was experimenting with infinity and omnium. As their experiments got crazier, more and more people left for fear of an accident. Eventually, her experiments tore huge chunks of the earth and launched them into the sky. I'm playing as an alien explorer living on those islands and figuring out what... I love that. I love it. So that means this needs to be mainnet right here. These input buses and the output bus. So this is all useless wiring. Every bit of this, useless. Yeah, wait, so I could, like, that was my plan, is to but not everything that comes out of these EBFs will be hot ingots, though. So they do kind of need to, everything needs to be outputted to mainnet so that all the stuff that isn't hot ingots can go to the mainnet. And then it'll come back. Chip blocks in a stone cutter. That's nice. That actually is so huge for texturing. For a little variety in the texture. Okay, so this is going to get a little unfortunate with the crossover. It'd be so nice if we could... Can we actually avoid it? Oh my god, we can. Lovely. Okay, so we're safe on channels, we're safe on everything. We're now on mainnet for that. Everything should be good. We don't actually need these anymore. We don't need any of this except for this drive. That's literally it. We probably want to expand our current crafting CPU apparatus to account for what we've just done here. Wait, let me understand, Sarah. But because the level maintainers are on the main net needs to receive the item for it to consider the craft complete. So I have to output effectively everything that isn't an ingot hot into mainnet. So it will complete, for example, the steel craft. Yeah. And then even in the case of ingot hots, like it's going to be expecting a done ingot when it gets done. So the done ingot needs to be exported into mainnet as well. And the freezers will pull the ingot hots from mainnet, and it should be fine. Power up. All right, we're about to test this, and my timing is good because I'm about to be done with my window of time to play. All we need is for this EBF to stock steel dust, which it currently has none, which is exactly what we expect. How much steel dust do we have? 6,000? Let's say we want... steel ingots. 1,000 of them. 64 at a time. Device offline. Oh, because I haven't configured the P2Ps. Not working? Did I not put the recipe in? EBFs are on. Get in there. For some reason this is bound as an input. Did I just bork my whole system? I think I might have. Yikes. That's so bad. That's so bad. No. Freak. Okay, wait. Okay, so we probably have some devices with no channels. Yeah. That freaked me out for a second. I think we're good. Okay, this is because it doesn't have the right circuit. I think it's working. The pattern's right here. I think it's working. So it's making it 64 at a time. So it's going to give it 64, calculate how many it has, and then give it another 64 until it has 1024. That's the way I would understand this will work. Yeah, we'll put fluids in there. Oh my god, we've done it. We have the beginnings of passive ingies. I need to definitely put these in my main net. Are we going to see that our... Okay, it does occupy a CPU, and you cannot pick which one. Hopefully it just picks the smallest possible one that it could use. That would be really cool. Let's see if it uses the same small CPU again. Oh, baby. And it did. Okay, so it is smart about which stuff it uses. That's nice too. We have an indistinguishable mess of crap in our backpack. There's no way I cannot tell these cables apart at all. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That feels like a monumental victory. Sarah, I will do it. I'm going to have to end the stream for now. I have some family that's about to arrive over here. So for now, we conclude. But first thing on the agenda when we come back, pivoting to fluids in our EBFs. And then we'll add all of our passive Ingies, and then we're on our way. We can then request all the machines we ever need. Huzzah. Huzzah, baby. Only thing to change is make your subnet interface a block and slap. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll definitely do that as well. Okay. We end here. YouTube, that means for now. We will catch you later. Twitch, sit tight. We're going to send you on your way. And my timing is absolutely perfect. My father-in-law just arrived. Here we go. Bye-bye.